Well, I think you see her kind of being quite seduced by the notoriety that she's achieved and the popularity and all of the money that's being thrown at her. It's something that she's never ever had. I think she's sort of swept along by it all.
Minx season 2 premieres on Starz on July 21st. So Jake, I want to ask you this. How does this season stand out from season 1?
I think it's bigger. I think there's more story. I think the characters grow and change. I think you're going to see a different version of Joyce. Mm-hmm. I think Doug gets punished a little bit this year. He gets new opportunity, but he also has to kind of take his medicine a little bit. I think you get to see characters grow and change. Tina has a great season. Bambi has a great arc with Shelley. So I think all the characters, they've really explored the ensemble this year, and they boosted up the stories.
And Ophelia, I want to ask you this. At the end of season 1, Doug gives Minx to Joyce. And at the beginning of season 2, she has some tough decisions to make. So it's going to be interesting to see how everything plays out. So what can you tell us about Joyce's character arc this season?
Well, I think you see her kind of being quite seduced by the notoriety that she's achieved and the popularity and all of the money that's being thrown at her. It's something that she's never ever had. I think she's sort of swept along by it all. And you see her using the kind of money and the opportunity to kind of boost the magazine more, but she loses her sight a little bit of why she really started doing it. So I think her arc is how she handles success and how she kind of has to recalibrate why she started the magazine in the first place.
Jake, Doug is a guy who always has a vision. That's what we saw in season 1. But as you kind of alluded to, he takes his own medicine in season 2. He has to take a step back. So what do you think? And I think this has to do with more of him having kind of 2 bosses. How does he react to not being the boss anymore?
I think he hates it. And I think he hates it because his ideas are still good. And I think his ideas are still money makers. And if he were still the boss, I think that he would be able to push things through. And I think he's in a situation where he's being handcuffed a little bit on a place that he created. Now, he didn't create Minx, but he did create Bottom Dollar.
Exactly.
And I think the Doug character made one huge mistake in 2 seasons, and that was giving away Minx at the end of season 1. Because I just think I think that's a move that he had an out-of-body experience. And so I think season 2 he's paying for that move a lot.
Absolutely. Well, Jake, Ophelia, thank you so much for your time. I really do appreciate it. Congratulations on season 2 and continued success to both of you.